Hey everyone, Dan here, and this is my video for this wireless air pump. The company sent this to me in exchange for my honest review, so I thought I'd give you an unboxing and you can see exactly what I see when you unpack it. First off, you have the pump here, which is hefty. It doesn't feel like it's a cheap pump by any means, and look at that. It's got wow. Okay. Peeling that off, you can see a little separation there, but overall, looks pretty nice. You have a USB chargers on the bottom, a plug there, and then it looks like you have a lamp and another port here for stuff. Let's look at your other accessory. Okay, so in this, they give you a nice little bag, and then you have your port for your tire pump. You have your plug for running the pump off of the vehicle's car socket. And then they supply a USB-C cable, which is nice. And look at all these little pumps here. You got, these are great for using these with inflatables and also with tire pumps. Or here we have one for sports like soccer balls, basketballs, footballs, all that stuff. So very cool, very nice. And I like how you have a bag to keep everything in. So let's give this a try and check it out and see what we got going on. Okay, so you got a consistent light. You have a flashing red light. Then you have a high-speed flashing light. And that's it. Now, this does say SOS on it, but keep in mind, what we just witnessed was no SOS. Sometimes you have SOS actually pulsing in the code, but not true here. So I'm going to learn a little bit more about this thing, and then we're going to give it a try in the garage. Okay, so let me walk you through the settings real quick. You just give it a long press to turn it on, and then you have your, by pressing this circle button down here, you can cycle through the different types of settings from automotive to kind of like an infinity mode. Then there's a bicycle mode, and then there's like a sports ball, basketball mode. And but once you get into the one you like, let's say for car, we're in the bar setting. Now, if we want to change that, you can long press it and it switches over to PSI. So if you're not used to PSI or KPA, you can toggle through the one that you know you need and then dial in the, like my car is, I think, 235. So I would then dial in the KPA for 235, plug this in, and then once you hit the start button there, the device kicks on and it starts running. So I'm going to give this a try outside so we have some real world tests and examples. But overall, this thing is really nice. It feels really well. And the one thing to note is that they said charging the device would take maybe 3 to 5 hours. So I'm just going to give it a go based off of whatever I got charged from the factory, and we'll give it a try from there. Thanks. Okay, to test this tire pump, I took my tire here and I released some air out of it. This should be around a 33 PSI. So we're going to do a test on that. And I've let it down and we're down to 30, just under 30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this in and we'll see how that kind of fits in there. Okay, so we got that, and then I'm going to turn it on. And we got auto, and I'm going to toggle this to PSI. Okay, wow, that's giving me the actual PSI that's in the tire already. We're going to bump it up to, whoa. We're going to get it to 33. I don't know why it jumped so high there. And we're going to hit start. Look at that. So how cool is this? This thing came right up to the 33.5 and popped right out, and that was great. So we'll just double check its accuracy, and yeah, it's right around there. It's almost 34, and that's perfect. So overall, this thing has been pretty cool. I'm going to try this out on a basketball and see how it works. Okay, I've plugged this into a basketball, and this is saying it's 7 pounds. So we'll fire this up, and then we'll go to that setting under PSI. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Oh, wait. Are we setting at PSI? What are we doing here? There we go. All right. Wonderful. All right, that said 6.5, but let's give it a try. That's awesome. Overall, this digital pump is really cool. It has all the features that you would need on emergency roadside, from flashing light to a stable light to see what you're doing. The pump hose works with the tires, and it's kind of nice because as soon as you plug this in to the tire, it's giving you a digital readout of what's in the, how much air pressure is in the tire. You dial it into where you want to set it and hit it and just let it go, and it'll fill to that desired range. The other thing that's really nice is the capability to adjust the pressure to either kph, psi, or switch it up for like sports balls like basketballs and footballs and stuff like that, or switch it up to like bicycles and stuff that are a smaller pressure rating. And this thing was cool. You could see while I was using it that I could hold on to it, and the vibrations wasn't too bad. Where the air was coming out at the end made that a little warm, but it wasn't too bad. And then they gave you plenty of accessories. The other thing that I really like is that this battery, you keep this battery charged up, and then you can use this without having to need power from the vehicle. Although they do supply that, if you can have the vehicle power this, then you're great, in good shape. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with this, and I hope this video review helps you in your decision to picking up one of these. Thanks so much for watching.